You know, the thing about that term wild is I have to compare it to my whole life. And when I was coming out of the street, the next thing was the music business. So to me, everything in the music business was so much calmer than the street. The worst thing about me with tour was my friends were still in the game. And a lot of times, sometimes we pull up the shows and like the feds or the cops would just pick them up. Or we'd get off a plane and the feds would pick up a friend of ours. The weird thing is we would go on with our day like, damn, that was fucked up, but then keep moving. You know what I mean? We're like used to it. And having to tell everyone that I was affiliated with, you know, if you're still in the game at all, I'm gonna make you hot. And having to stay away from people I cared about. You know, the things that impressed me when I was younger don't so much impress me so much now. You know what I'm saying? So I could, you know, it's like the dumb shit that we were doing I don't even want to talk about because I'm embarrassed. But you got to remember, like, when you have success relatively young, you're relatively young. So you're going to do young shit. So, you know, most people when they're teenagers, most people, you know, they don't have the access and the resources to move around the country and to be on stage and have people, like, you know, actually pay to just see them do what they want to do and be creative. You know, half your brain's not even developed yet. So having success when you're young is fun, but when you reflect, you'd be like, I wouldn't do a lot of those things as an adult, especially knowing that you're going to lead by example. So it's like almost everything that I did when I was younger, I wouldn't advise people to do. It helped me because I was able to learn from the pain. But as a generation, if I went through the pain, why would I want anybody else to go through it? So, you know, my approach is like, as far as touring and organizing your career, I would approach it different now. You know, I would start with the show before the record. You wouldn't even record until you've performed your record. You know, some people have this misconception, especially people that aren't in the game. When they're first starting, they're like, I want to wait for the record to get hot before I perform. I mean, that's a preference, but that's not how it goes. In recording, for me, I'd be like, damn, I'd see people write and go in the booth. And the first time they said it is what they're laying down. And to me, I would be like, why not practice that? Like, why not perform it and get to, you know, everything and then go to the studio? I started to approach music in more of a creative, artistic way and respecting a process. And process means everything in being creative. But this is the artist talking. You know, years ago, I was only about the money. Spending time with an artist made me realize that I am an artist. And I wasn't meant to be worried about the money. I was programmed to be worried about the money. But my instincts made me protect the artist. My mindset shifted in 2005, around the time when I was done with roc-a-fella, because I just saw how what was perceived as success was affecting friendships. And affecting what I loved was the love that, you know, we had amongst each other as brothers. Money started becoming before the love. The epiphany sort of came when I just noticed that I didn't feel good when I was going to work every day. I wasn't looking forward to my fight. I really wanted to raise my daughter, Ava. I wanted to spend time with her. I saw how much time I was losing with Boogie. And just logically speaking, I was just like, this block is done. I'm ready to do something better. You know, for me as a person, I need to grow 10 to 20% a year like a business, which means every year I have to look for a way to expand my mind and my horizons. So I'm always looking for something new to do. Like, I'm not the guy that's going to go to the same club every single Wednesday for 10 years or 5 years or even 1 year, not even 3 weeks straight. You catch me for 2 weeks, you even did really good. You know, I like to go to new places and do things that I haven't done before. You know, see, to me, our life is given to us. We don't choose it. And some people get stuck. Someone was born there, you know, or you were born there because that's where your parents were, and maybe because of your economic status, you stayed there. But that don't mean the rest of the world doesn't exist. That doesn't mean that there isn't other lives to choose from. And in order to know what life that you really love, you got to go experience different things. So that's why I've always made it a point to go live in China, or go live on a farm, or go live in London, or go live in Florida, or go live in LA. Because I want to know which life I like the best. But I won't know unless I experience or live in Wyoming. I'm going to make the choice of what life I want. No one's going to give me or tell me what life I'm going to live or what river I'm going to smell for my whole life. It's just not going to happen. We're programmed into thinking we should be controlled that way. But I just think I just become aware of things a little bit quicker. And I believe in my feeling, not what people tell me. I trust my gut. My main purpose in life is to take care of my family and my children and to be happy. And to make sure that my kids don't have to feel the same exact pain, be stuck in the same cycle that I had to break. And then with that, once I can make myself and my family strong, then comes the culture. Because I can't help nobody unless I can help myself. So in this point in my life, I think leading by example, and I've showed you what it looks like to be a businessman. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like when the businessman becomes a creative. You could still monetize it. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't monetize anything but what you love doing, or else you're cheating yourself. You're exploiting yourself when you do something solely for money. Because money is something that man created, not God. God created love. So if God created love and man created money, which currency am I going to fuck with first? Which currency am I going to believe in? Which currency am I going to say makes me a man? Money don't make you a man. The way you love is what makes you a man. The biggest misconception of Dame Dash is that Dame Dash gives a fuck, because he doesn't, which was the first principle. Don't care what other people think. Care what you think, as long as you're not hurting anybody. The thing that keeps me motivated is my children. And love, and things that make me happy, and laughing. Just maintaining a certain lifestyle for me and everyone I love, keeping that bubble. Because no matter what's going on in another world, in my world is always consistent. We be chilling, big chilling, and fresh.